What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Philly Irish Drew Evo, one half of the Shoeshine Podcast. And we are on every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And I'm just here, make this little short video about, next week's fight and everything. Hope everybody had fun watching the fights this past weekend. Exciting fight that PBC card actually was worth the $50. It was a couple of really good fights on there. And the DAZN card was actually, controversial in a couple of belts. There was an upset. And there was a controversy in two of the belts, in the women's belt and the main event with Joseph Parker and Derek Chisora. But hey, let's look at it like this. This video is not really about them. It's about next week's fight. The big fight on DAZN is Canelo. He's back. He's going to be back next Saturday, going up against Billy Joe Saunders, the WBO super middleweight champion of the world. And Canelo is the WBC and the WBA super middleweight champion. He's also the Wing Magazine super middleweight champion also. So this is a unification belt. So this, a lot of people quit. I'm a big critic of Canelo Alvarez, but I have to admit, he's actually going after unification. He's actually going to fight these best fighters in this division and everything. I can't say the same for a lot of fighters right now. So that's a different discussion, a different day. But this video is really about me picking the winner of this fight next week. So the fight is between WBC, WBA, Ring Magazine super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez, and he's going up against WBO super middleweight champion Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo, I believe, is 53-1-1, and Billy Joe Saunders is 30-0. So this is an undefeated fighter. He's a slick fighter and everything, guys. So I'm going to really break down my pick, and I'm going to break down both fighters the best way I can off the top of my head. Usually do everything off the top of my head, by the way. And I'm debuting my new hat that I bought today for Lids, the Philadelphia 76ers hat, alternate jerseys, hot. Also bought a Blue Jays hat too. But let's get to it. So these guys, early 30s, during the prime of their career, which we all as boxing fans love fighters that fight in the prime of their career and champions. We don't get much of that today. We don't. We fucking don't. Sorry to let you guys know that, but it's boxing. But this is actually a good fight on paper. Really good fight. Could be potential of a really great fight. And if you guys want to look at it like this, a lot of people are writing Billy Joe Saunders off already. When the fight was made, they already wrote him off. They didn't give him no chance. Even I believe Eddie Hearn doesn't give him a chance to beat Canelo Alvarez. So let's look at it like this. Billy Joe Saunders is a very slick fighter. He's a southpaw. He's very crafty. He has good counter skills. He has great foot movement. He moves around a lot. These are a couple of things that Canelo will have trouble with. He had trouble with it against Mayweather. He had problems with it against Lara. And I really believe that Lara beat Canelo Alvarez that night. I really believe this is going to be a really hard fight for Canelo Alvarez. Why? Because this guy's not going to stay in front of Canelo and fight. He's going to keep moving around and try to make openings for himself to get to score points. They hit him. He's going to score. He's going to try to move around see openings so he can get combinations in on Canelo. And we're going to really see if Canelo can cut the wing off against a slick fighter, a guy that keeps moving. Because let me just say something, and I'm going to say this, and a lot of you don't have to agree with me, but it's facts. Canelo normally fights guys that stand in front of him and fight. They stand in front of him and try to trade with Canelo Alvarez. They don't move around. They just stand in front of him. And it's easy pickings for Canelo. Canelo has problems with fighters that move around a lot, that make it difficult for Canelo to cut the ring off. And it might be easy for Billy Joe to cut the wing off for Canelo and make him defend more. So I look at it like this, that this is going to be a really hard fight for Canelo Alvarez. This is potentially a fight that he could potentially lose. And people are going to say, no, he's not. He's easily beating Billy Joe Saunders. But guys, if you think he easily beats Billy Joe Saunders, you don't really know boxing. Because you're not going on both sides of the fence in both cases of each fighter. Seriously. This is Billy Joe Saunders' biggest test. We can admit that. But Billy Joe can actually outbox Canelo all night. There's a strong possibility Billy Joe Saunders outboxes Canelo all night. The only bad thing is the fight takes place in Texas. Texas is a horrible city to box. It's a horrible state to box in. The athletic commission is so messed up over there. The judges always it seems like they get paid off for something. They always have bad scores. Let's go back to the Paulie Malignaggi versus Juan Baby Boy Diaz. Juan Baby Boy Diaz is from Texas. Paulie Malignaggi, in my opinion, easily beat Baby Boy Diaz. But the judges gave the fight to Baby Boy Diaz. In one of my opinion, the worst decisions and robberies in boxing history. Now, I'm gonna base it. Now let's get to this, because you got the thing is, this is about my pick in this fight next week. Canelo has not fought a guy that moves around a lot. He doesn't fight those types of guys. He likes fighting guys that like to stay in front of him and try to fight him and try to go toe-to-toe with him. And hey, Canelo's boxing has improved. He has, but come on. This is the biggest test of Canelo right now, in my opinion. To see how much he improved. Because let's see how much Canelo really improved in boxing when fighting a slick boxer, a southpaw, a guy that's going to constantly move, that's going to make Canelo exert energy and move with him and try to move with him the whole night and not get open, to get countered, to not get combinations put on, and to not let Billy Joe Saunders work his jab all night and score easily. Because if this fight goes the way to a Billy Joe Saunders fight, that he make Canelo miss a lot of punches, and he counters him, and he does the slick boxing and scores, Billy Joe Saunders, without a doubt, will win this fight. This will be a proven fact that Billy Joe Saunders could easily outbox Canelo all night and win this fight. Or outbox him and beat Canelo and get robbed. Because I don't trust Texas. And Canelo, doesn't have that same speed at 168. He's a bit slower at 168. And you can bring the fact up, but he hasn't he fought guys that stand in front of him and won a trade. He's never fought a slick box. He hasn't fought a slick boxer since Law. So let's look at it like this. I'm going to tell you my pick. Because this is what this video is about at the end of the day. And you get to see me debuting one of the hats I bought. This is Philadelphia because I'm from Philadelphia. And I'm going to be honest with you. I believe there are two fighters in the super middleweight division that can beat Canelo Alvarez. That have the tools to beat Canelo Alvarez. And Billy Joe Saunders is one of them. The other one is Caleb Plant. He possesses the same skill set as Billy Joe Saunders. He just doesn't have the kind of resume that Billy Joe Saunders has. Billy Joe Saunders beat Derek Lemieux, easily beat him in Canada. Made him look horrible, made him look like shit. Fucked with him the whole night. Billy Joe Saunders also beat Chris Eubanks Jr. A terrific fighter, in my opinion, too. So, my pick for this fight. I'm picking Billy Joe Saunders to beat Canelo Alvarez. Why? Because I don't think Canelo Alvarez hasn't really learned his lesson from the Law fight. He think Law ran from him. No, he didn't. He outboxed you. He countered you the whole night. You lost the fight. Even though Canelo improved as a boxer by a big deal, he's only fought guys that stand in front of him, that want to trade with him. My asthma's acting up. This guy's going to move around. He has excellent footwork. Slick boxer, southpaw, which Canelo had problems with. And I think Billy Joe Saunders is going to outbox Canelo all night. I really think Billy Joe Saunders is going to beat Canelo Alvarez. And after that, I really think Billy Joe Saunders is going to become undisputed super middleweight champion. That is my pick, everybody. Make sure you catch the show tomorrow night. It's on YouTube. Shoeshine Boxing on YouTube at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Me and Dave from the 408 on the Leaving the Ring Network. All I ask you lovely people out there is to give this video a like. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Shoeshine Boxing. Because my channel is not only a boxing channel, it's a gaming channel. It's a whole all different shit type of channel. But this is for the Shoeshine Boxing channel. Shoeshine Boxing. Make sure you subscribe to that channel, please. You'll really be supporting me if you do it. Supporting Dave from the 408. Supporting us. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers so we can properly give the channel a name and do other stuff that we don't have that privilege of doing yet. Support the show and everything. We tell it how it is. You keep it 100. It's by the fans, for the fans, And we keep it 100. And we don't say no bullshit, but we keep it we keep it 100 with you guys. And like I did in this video, I kept it 100 with you. Because I gave you my opinion, my assessment. Because everybody got an opinion at the end of the day. We all don't have to agree with the opinions, right? So let's look at it like this. My pick for next weekend is Billy Joe Saunders. He wins by unanimous decision. Maybe a split decision, but I really have him winning by decision. So everybody, you all have a lovely night. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe button on both this channel, Philly Ives Drew Evo, and the Shoeshine Boxing on YouTube. And also check out my gaming channel on Twitch, twitch.tv/Drew85. Everybody, you have a wonderful night. I hope this video is a pleasant one for you guys to watch. And I hope to see you guys that watch this on the show tomorrow night, watching the Shoeshine on Shoeshine Boxing on YouTube. Everybody, have a good night, everybody. Peace out. Peace and love to everybody.